Hello everyone and welcome back to 9 Pitches. My name is Jack, joined by Andrew and Ross. And are we looking forward to Elimination Chambre?
Jack, I've got some elasticated banded trousers on and I can't wait for a good time this Saturday in Saudi Arabia. Eh?
Yeah, I can't wait for it either. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon for us. That is a beautiful time indeed to watch a pay-per-view.
I have to be honest, to the viewers, I was about 10 minutes late to this recording because I was still writing my third one. Because despite looking at the card, you'd think there'd be ample idea for pitches.
I wouldn't feel too guilty if I was you. Because if you look at this here, dear viewer, we make a joke about Andy writing some J.R.R. Tolkien-esque novels when he comes into the studio. But today, he's got that. He's got a double-sided page, for goodness sake. He's got that as well.
You were having a go at me about it being double-sided, but I was like, if there was a physical second page, you'd be absolutely going wild right now. SWAT. I did used to be a SWAT at school.
Oh no, I did as well.
Little nerd.
So was that, to be fair.
Andrew.
Yeah.
What about you? Are you looking forward to Elimination?
I am looking forward to it. I think there's a lot of decent matches on the card as well, actually. You know, we talk about how these Saudi shows are starting to become a little bit more canon now. So I'm excited to see what happens in old Saudi Arabia.
They're the most important show of the year.
Yeah.
All of them, they are.
Bad, isn't it?
Money talks.
So,
the money.
If you've never seen one of these videos before, then I'll quickly explain the format. Ross will pitch an idea for Elimination Chamber, then Andrew, then myself. We'll go around 3 times, and that will lead to 9 wonderful pitches. But remember, it's not what we think's going to happen.
It's what we want to happen.
Ross, can we have a first pitch, please?
Yes, you can. We're going straight to Roman Reigns versus Goldberg. Roman wins because obviously Roman Reigns wins. There's a tongue twister for you. He's Goldberg, even though I love Goldberg, but here in the era 2022, Roman Reigns should be Goldberg and Goldberg. Survivor Series 2016 kind of thing. Billy G, you're not my champion. Enjoy your money and tell Roman he's the one. I've written down there in the words of Michael Jackson there. As Roman is celebrating in the ring with the Usos, we the ones and all that sort of stuff, I want a masked fan to jump into the ring and head towards Reigns. Now, in brackets here, everybody, it's not really a fan, it's a plant, right? It's a plant, but I want WWE to trick us into thinking it's actually a real-life fan from Saudi Arabia, right? But I want this to be treated like a proper fan jumping the barricade kind of incident. We sort of see them approaching, then the camera cuts away, we look at anything but what's happening in the ring, and it's just treated with the utmost legitimacy, as if it's a real thing that's going down here, but it's not everybody, it's a work, it's a part of a big story, honestly. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's great so far.
No mention.
I've got to be honest. I'm worried because depending on who this person is, I might have to change one of my pitches. But
Whoa!
There needs to be no mention of it on commentary as well. So we cut away and we look at some things. We're back in the ring now after looking at some other things. The fan is gone, but Roman Reigns is sparked out. He's knocked out in the middle of the ring. He's on the floor. He's like, the Adam Cole meme from back in the day. He's KO blood. I've written down here. I don't know what's happened there, but there you go. And there might even be some blood on or even around his person. But as the camera zooms in, Michael Cole's like, "What? What is that?" he says to Pat McAfee. Pat's like, "It's a hickey! Oh, is it a previously unseen birthmark? Is it some kind of toxic growth on the neck of Roman Reigns?" That's what Pat says. And then we zoom in closer and closer on Roman Reigns' neck. And in that exact same spot, that spot that everyone knows so well, is the Nightmare Family logo. Cody is coming to WWE, and he has earmarked Roman Reigns as the first victim of the new Nightmare Family. It's obviously a stamp, like, you know, Sasha Banks. He hasn't taken the time to put on a full tattoo there, and that would be a way too long of a segment, but it's just a stamp. It's all in black or whatever, some gnarly colour, I don't know. We fade to black. That's the end of the show, obviously. Then we're off to the races, and then Cody is immediately inserted into the title picture on SmackDown, and that's exactly where my pitch ends, because to be honest with everyone watching, and honest with everyone in the studio here today, I don't know what I want to see from that point onwards. Sorry.
Okay.
I have one question. What about Brock Lesnar? What becomes of him?
Who cares?
Okay, right, fair enough.
This is Cody Damn Rhodes we're speaking about.
Yeah.
This is the biggest star in professional wrestling.
The hottest free agent.
Yeah. There were stories yesterday of Stone Cold Steve Austin making his return. Who was at the top of Reddit?
Cody Rhodes.
Our Cody.
Yeah.
Our Cody.
Gabriel Kidd was floating about as well. He was pretty
Below
big in the
those
news.
two, though,
Yeah.
yeah.
But he was definitely the bronze medal. And on a huge news day.
The bronze medal in a 3-horse race.
Yeah.
There we go. That's the pitch, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Bit of a saucy, tantalising ball tickler, so to speak.
So, I mean, as long as we didn't see Cody, the stamp was revealed, that was revealed to be the design rather than before we see Cody. Then imagine the internet then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Who could it be?
Well, not who could it be. But I just think that, it could be Brandy. Yeah. It's a yes from me. Yeah, go on then. It's exciting. This isn't going to affect my yes or no. It's still a yes. But do you know whether you'd want... Oh, no, you said you didn't know. Would you want Cody
I
to win?
honestly
Or...
don't know.
No?
Because I'm quite on board seeing this new cowboy rootin' auctioneer Brock Lesnar taking on Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I don't know where Cody Rhodes fits into that, but we're not here discussing WrestleMania pitches. This is just for Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I like this too. It's a yes from me, just because you haven't revealed Cody Rhodes in this. Like when you were like, oh, he comes through the crowd, it's this person. I was like, oh no, I'm not into that.
I'm thinking about it. He could just do this to multiple people over the coming weeks until we get past WrestleMania.
Just stamp him and
like
everything.
He's Batman.
Yeah, yeah, just branding everybody.
Cody loves Sting. It could be quite Sting-esque.
Oh, he could in
yeah.
the rafters.
Yeah.
Fly down,
Yeah.
stop branding
Face paint
people
off.
off, he goes
Yeah.
back up again. I like that actually. No, that's I very much like that.
Do
so
we
it's a
think
yes
he'll
from
actually
me.
go back? I'm not convinced he will, me.
I think he will. I think if he's been promised like a WWE Championship run, I think he'll go.
But
for
a
it.
lot of people get promised a lot of things
Plus,
and it never happens.
like part of it is as well, and a lot of people are talking about Cody being very egotistical and whatnot. I think him being the first person to go from AEW to WWE will be like a big
We'll
thing
speak
for
about
him.
it forever more, won't we?
Yes,
The
we
history
will.
books will show that Cody was the first.
They will.
But I think they're going to make a mockery of him, aren't they?
Oh, no, Fraser said that Tino Sabatelli was apparently the first.
Oh, really?
I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he was the mole, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He was in NXT, went to AEW when was on Dark, and then Chris Jericho was like, there's a mole here. And it turned out to be Tino, wasn't it?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then did he go back?
Forgot about
I
that.
don't know. I don't think
I
he
think
did.
Maybe Fraser was
he may
wrong.
have done. I can't remember.
Richard, would you mind quickly Googling the whereabouts of Tino Sabatelli? I know he's in a relationship with Mandy Rose, because she stuck on Instagram the other day, my Valentine. But is Tino back in NXT or not?
He's known for his time.
Who knows, eh? What a
Right, now look
sexy
at that
man.
specimen.
That's what Roddy Strong thinks he looks like.
Hot.
Hot.
Do you want to wait until... No, okay, right.
Are we all right?
I said
Are you
I called
ready?
you Richard there. You're not Richard. You're
I
Andrew.
know. I wish I was Richard.
Oh, we
You
all
seen
do.
his
Oh, we all-
drippy
yeah,
drip
we all
drip?
do. We
He's
all
a good
do.
boy. Are you
Yeah.
ready to strap yourselves in,
Yes.
everybody? It's going to be hopefully not too long. I'll try and read it as fast as possible.
No, hey, it's just a joke. It's just a laugh.
I know.
We'll just,
I know.
you know,
We'll see.
bit of
We'll see.
japery
They're very
around the table.
dialogue heavy. These ones that I've done today. So be ready. So be ready.
No, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Right. So Austin Theory is being interviewed backstage, right? He's getting asked about his recent trip to Suplex City at the hands of Brock Lesnar and how he thinks he's going to fare locked inside the chamber against some of the WWE's most prolific stars. He's confident. He's gone toe-to-toe with some of the company's best, even beaten some of the company's best to earn his spot in this WWE Championship chamber match. But before he can continue, Theory
Stop
gets...
there. Just a bit of constructive criticism.
Yeah.
That could be way cut down, Andrew.
I know
that
it
could
could.
be way cut down.
Austin Theory.
But
is
I'm
spoken.
setting up. I'm setting up. Austin Theory.
No, I'm
spoken
sorry.
to
I'm
you.
sorry. I
Here
didn't.
comes
I'm
the
sorry. I'm
person.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I need that.
You
I
did. You need the
that.
establishing.
I
Are you a
do.
dungeon master?
So there's
I'm a
the-
dungeon master.
Have you
I
done
am.
some dungeon mastering
I
in your
wish
time?
maybe I should do.
Maybe
I'd
you should,
like to
because you gotta
dive
get it
into
established
D&D.
it, set in the scene.
I
yeah.
do like to set the scene.
You're like that bloke off
We
Twitch with
need-
the long hair.
Yeah, we need the
You know him?
backstory. What Matthew Mercer?
That's
he's
the one
a
I was
good,
thinking
He's
of.
a good man.
He's a good lad.
Yeah, he's a very
Get
good
him in.
lad. He's a good lad.
So we've got the tablecloth on now. We're ready for
Yeah, we've rolled that. Have you rolled?
the 3 sets of cutlery on each side now.
Yeah,
We'll go.
Sorry,
we've got it. Are we
I won't
ready?
interrupt you again,
Okay.
sorry.
So before Austin can continue speaking backstage, he gets a tap on his shoulder. Enter Kevin Owens. So Austin immediately backs up. He wants nothing to do with KO before his big match. However, before anything can transpire, here comes Adam Pearce to step between the two men. He asks Kevin why he's even there, because he's not even scheduled to be on the card, and warns him that if he thinks of attacking any superstar before the chamber match, he'll be suspended indefinitely. So Owens tells Pearce to calm down. This is nothing of the sort. Sure, he's here to support his best friend Seth Rollins in his big championship match, but he actually just wanted to thank Theory. You see, Theory took him out of the title picture. Therefore, if he was to say become the WWE champion, he'd have to defend the belt in Texas. Everybody, the cesspit that turned its back on him.
Oh,
Texas,
this is a recent. Yeah,
Texas doesn't deserve such a presence. And what would be worse than holding the richest prize in the game, main eventing the biggest show of the year, and ruining all of Arlington, Texas's WrestleMania experience? Owens trails off with his thoughts and excuses himself as he goes to find someone. Ooh, who could it be? Later in the night, we see Owens explaining his plan to Seth in the locker room. You win the title tonight, Seth, and then it's you and me. Then it's you and me. You said I could have first dibs as your competitor when you win the championship. And what better way to prove Texas wrong to have Kevin Owens and, of course, Seth Rollins headline WrestleMania together and to shut those morons up for good. What do you say? Seth, he's just brushing it off, half paying attention, and as he's getting ready for the match, kind of half agreeing with Owens to humour him about the plan, but you can tell he wants to distance himself away from Kevin. Yeah, sure thing, Seth half-heartedly replies. It feels like a school story.
No, it's good.
With Owens responding, great, I'll see you out there, champ. So we get to match time, and Seth Rollins makes his way to the ring, and he's ready to enter his chamber pod. He's about to step inside when Owens comes flying down the ring with a chain and a padlock in hand. He pushes Rollins and himself into the pod, using the chain and padlock to secure both men in the structure. Now, Adam Pearce didn't say anything regarding a suspension when it came to inserting himself into the match now, did he? So Seth, looking bewildered, asks Owens what he's doing, and Owens only enthusiastically replies, I'm helping you. So the time for Seth's pod to open arrives, and Kevin Owens unlocks the padlock, and the two go on a tear with Owens enthusiastically calling over Rollins to take turns on laying into each of the competitors in the ring. However, when Brock comes out, it's a different story. He's F5ing and sending the majority of the ring to Suplex City when he turns his attention to Rollins. And that's when Rollins starts backing up to stay away from Brock, and it looks like his days are numbered. But Kevin Owens jumps in from behind to make the save, only to eat an abundance of F5s for his trouble. Seth has numerous moments, though, in which he could intervene to help Owens, but he doesn't, instead leaving him in the hands of Brock Lesnar. It isn't until one final F5 on Kevin that Rollins uses a brief opening to hit Lesnar with a stomp to keep him down. With Owens out of it, Adam Pearce appears at the top of the ramp with the security team, who rush to the ring and demand the chamber to be opened, and then they can remove Kevin. And as they roll away a lifeless Kevin Owens out of the ring, Rollins does nothing to stop the team taking his friend away. Instead, he shrugs and pays no mind to what is surely now his former best friend. And I was thinking could just lead to multiple things, you know.
Oh,
Kevin Owens again. I've left it open. Kevin Owens again.
Austin could be involved with the Texas thing. Yeah,
because you can go on. Kevin can just start bad-mouthing Texas still and whatnot and lead to something at WrestleMania. Also, then you've got something there with Seth Rollins perhaps too, and Kevin Owens can be like, why didn't you help me? And all this, I tried to help you and whatnot. I know that was a lot of setup there. Hey,
you're wasted here.
I don't know about that one.
You should be writing Coronation Street around the day.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're the Enid Blyton of, because you said like it's like kids but a school book.
It does feel like a kid's like a Biff. Do you remember Biff, Chip and Kipper?
Yeah. It's a key stage above that. Don't it's like
the gold reading cupboard. This.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You remember the faraway tree?
No, I don't remember.
You remember the
that
faraway
one.
tree? Oh, the faraway tree. Richard, do you remember the faraway tree?
Oh.
I was in the middle until we got to the chamber itself, and Owens locked himself and Rollins in and said, I'm helping you. It's a yes from me from that moment on.
Thank you.
Excellent. Accurate. It's what Kevin Owens would do. I can see him doing that. And it's what Rollins would do. I can see him doing that.
I tried to avoid also the thing, like just attacking someone before a match as well. You know, because that's quite, that happens, doesn't it?
Well, it's my third pitch. But it's
we'll see though. It's the execution.
But no, it's a yes from me.
Thank you.
And what I like about your pitches is that they often exist within the framework of modern day WWE, but like better.
Oh.
You don't go too far outside the box. You just shine it all up a bit
That's very
more.
kind of you. Thank you.
Turn it sideways and stick it up our candy asses. Is that what he does? I liked it.
Yep.
It's very open-ended in the sequential nature of professional wrestling shows such as WWE.
Yeah.
That makes me want to tune in next week.
You see?
That
That was my intention.
Yeah, we got there in the end.
We did.
Yeah, it was good.
But we had to set it up, you know.
We did,
there was a bit of setting up before.
I feel like I'm at a lovely 5-star restaurant.
Thank you.
I've got me 3 sets of cutlery there, me 3 sets of cutlery there. I've got all the cutlery there. I've got the plate. I've got the smaller plate. That's what you've done there.
I like it.
The tablecloth. And now I've had the meal.
Nice.
Are we dining now?
We're dining now. That was the main course, just to say, I think.
In
And
the morning,
we've got
we're
some
cooking
shorter
waffles.
We've got some shorter ones coming next, so don't worry. Jack, it's your turn.
Mine is also to do with Roman Reigns versus Goldberg. This is how the match goes. They're both in the ring. The bell rings. Goldberg's all fired up and now he's ready. Charges for a spear, immediately into a guillotine, and Roman Reigns chokes him out. Roman Reigns has instantly retained the Universal Championship. Roman's like, you know that disdainful face he does where he's like...
Don't have a cow, man.
Yeah, he's doing that all over the
Cowabunga.
shop. He gets on the mic and wants them all to acknowledge him, and then he says, "Right, if anybody else, because I've not even broken a sweat. If anybody else wants to come out here and have a go, I haven't got all day. Come on, let's see who's there, and who should answer the call." Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker. His music hits to presumably no response. Like Saudi Arabia probably aren't going to know who Braun
Oh, no,
Breaker.
that's the main demographic of NXT 2.0.
Yeah, okay.
The great nation of Saudi Arabia.
Especially Jeddah. He's really hot in Jeddah.
Yeah. Jeddah's favourite son, Braun Breaker. That's his nickname, isn't it?
So Jeddah's favourite son comes out.
The Cheddar from Jeddah. Braun Breaker.
He comes out, and even if the crowd aren't too fond of him at the minute, I think he'll win them over because I want Braun Breaker to dominate the first half of this match. Like, really, we haven't really seen heel champion Roman be treated like this by many people apart from Brock Lesnar. He's really throwing him round. Roman does fight back, though, and eventually gets the win, but it's like some sort of sneaky win. Maybe one of the Usos comes out and super kicks Braun into a roll-up, but then he kicks out, like, just after, he does like the old Hulk Hogan kick out where it's like, oh, no, I should have won. And I think that Roman is shook. Like, he gets out of there, he's off. Him and Heyman are like, whoa, don't know who this guy is. And Braun Breaker, even though he's lost, is the one in the ring all, like, strong and triumphant and stuff. And I think that quite nicely sets up something down the line. I still want Roman versus Lesnar at WrestleMania, but I want the lurking threat of Braun Breaker until whenever we think... Because I've heard people mention that Braun Breaker should be the one. Is it you said that? Tom said that, I think, as well.
Yeah, I think Adam said that as well before.
Everyone thinks Braun should be the one to take it off him. And even if it's a year or two down the line, I think this should be the initial seed. So there we go.
I like that a lot. I was thinking during it as well, perhaps you can even get Solo Sikoa in the mix. So then those two can have something on NXT as well, you know? What?
Because he's related.
Yeah, because
I was
related,
like, why on earth? Yes.
No, yeah.
Sorry.
So then when Roman and Brock kind of have like a little thing together, you can have Solo and
I like
Braun
it. I like
in NXT having their thing.
And he's representing the bloodline.
Yes,
Or
yeah.
he could be saying, I'm not, it doesn't mean I'm like that.
Yeah, I can. I'm
Either
my
way,
own man. Yeah.
I like that.
But
I like
Andy,
it a lot.
Solo Sikoa's plate is very full at the moment with Boa.
That's true. That's true. How's he
I
gonna
thought
get
he'd
through
beaten
that?
Boa.
They had numerous matches, haven't they?
Oh,
He got hit in the face
oh,
with fire.
Yeah.
Then they had a match.
I forgot about the false
had a
count.
match.
I forgot about the
Hit
false
his
count
face.
anyway. Also, I haven't caught up with NXT from last night yet, so I don't know.
Me neither, no.
Apparently, it was good that Tony D'Angelo and Pete Dunne match. is supposed to
Really?
be.
Oh, that's good.
Supreme.
The British gentleman Pete Dunne.
Yeah, it's the British
Let's go
man.
out there, play safe. No waiting there. It's a yes from me, Jack. I'm a big fan of Braun Breaker, and this sets the table nicely for a couple of years' time when he will be the one. He will be the one.
The one.
To take the title.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right, Ross, can we have your
Oh.
second pitch?
Bloody hell. Right. Becky Lynch versus Lita has already happened at this point of the night, and Becky Lynch has retained her Raw Women's Championship. Whatever match that is, I don't know. Is it just a singles match it's was that here?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Becky Lynch and Lita.
So Becky's retained. Later in the night, we're watching Ronda and Naomi versus Charlotte and Sonya Deville. It looks like Ronda and Naomi are going to get the win at a canter, which means pretty easily. But Becky comes out of the ramp there. She just stood at the top of the ramp. She was quite inquisitive. She's like David Attenborough down at the zoo. She inches closer and closer to the ring. Eventually, Ronda has yet another arm bar on Sonya Deville, and Becky sees that as her cue. She hops into the ring and she does something dick dastardly. She cuts off the ponytail
Oh my
of
God.
Ronda Rousey.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's a big statement made there. And not just the very tip like they sometimes do in the... Who was it recently who had a... It was him on AEW, wasn't it? Had the end of his hair cut off.
Oh, who was it?
Jack Evans.
Yes, it
Not
was,
like
yeah.
that. I want the full ponytail gone. So like Ronda's left looking like Shawn Michaels at Survivor Series 2002. Just from the hair bit perspective, not the rest. So Ronda obviously goes absolutely radio rental, and rightfully so. She just lost a large chunk of her hair, for goodness sake. She's worked hard to grow that over many years, I assume. Because I've written down here as well, that bitch just got snatched bald. Because that's what... Is it Naomi used to say that?
I think
Snatchy bald, yeah. So it ties in there as well, I guess.
like
So she's so mad, she ends up getting DQ'd by beating up the referee or ripping Sonya's arm out of her socket or something horrible like that. I don't know. On Raw now, Becky is wearing the ponytail like it's an Olympic gold medal. She's Becky Big Bollock. Becky Big Bollocks. She is the king of the castle, just like Borat. She comes out there cutting a promo. It all goes well from Becky's perspective. It's a lovely promo. She's got a gold medal of hair. It's all going well. She gets in the back, and there's a limo there waiting for Becky Lynch because obviously she's big bollock Becky. She's big time Bex. That's what she rides, and she rides in limousines and whatnot. She says, "Driver, take me home." But as the driver tries to pull away, the car's sort of like juttering and stalling and just like, "What the hell's going on here, driver? Do you not know how to drive?" You know, in a raw dialogue. The driver shouts, "There's an issue with the rear wheels, potentially the axle. Who knows what's going on back there?"
That's the best line of dialogue in any video. There's an issue with... Potentially.
Potentially the axle. Who knows what's going on back there? Becky's like, "Oh, hell nah. What the hell's going on here?" So she sticks her, she's on that side of the car, she just sticks her head out the window there to look behind her to see what's going on with that bloody rear axle. And then Martin Tyler's voice can be heard on Monday Night Raw screaming, "Shira!" as a flying knee comes in from a flying Ronda Rousey. Ronda with a proper, I assume a proper badass hairdo. She has those like... the
braids,
don't they? Like almost like cornrows, don't they?
Yeah.
You said those like Bam Margera. Those.
Oh, yeah. I was watching that episode of Cribs over the weekend where he's round at Phil and April's house and he beats up Phil.
Beats him Philip and then does a splash on him, doesn't he?
Yeah, because he's got Muhammad Ali memorabilia on the wall. He's like, what does Muhammad Ali do, Dad? He's like, "Does the boxing, son." And then Phil likes it. It's weird.
Tell you what, if Phil wanted, he could kill Bam.
Ah, right.
Yeah,
He just
absolutely
fallen.
could.
The big bear. Oh, Phil's okay. Anyway, so Martin Tyler said, screaming, "Shira." Ronda's flown in. Knee to Becky Lynch, much like Charlotte did to Ronda just before WrestleMania 35, and one of the best moments in modern WWE history for my money. Ronda, with the proper badass cornrows or whatnot she's got going on, the braids, with the way the hair was left by Becky Lynch, she's like, "You think you could duck me till next year, bitch? Well, now it's me versus you at WrestleMania, bitch. Inside, bitch. Ronda's playpen, bitch."
Hang on.
So I was sat there late last night doing this pitch, and I was trying to think, what's a catchy name for that like den thing they had in NXT for Timothy Thatcher?
Oh, yeah.
That thing. The pit.
Mm.
Yeah, Ronda's Piper's
Pit.
Pit.
Why not?
Piper's Pit. It's a Lion's Den thingy from NXT because it's all badass and stuff. Then we go on to WrestleMania, and basically we get Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch. A no DQ, big blow off to just batter each other inside that Lion's Den thing. No rules or anything like that. I can't remember what the rules are from that thing. We just see these two lasses who we want to see batter each other. The fans are elated, and Charlotte is in the mud as we continue on the long and winding road to WrestleMania 38.
Oh, my only, and it's a yes preemptively, but my only question is, would the pit work in a big arena, a big stadium?
I've got no idea.
No, I don't know either. But
Hell in a Cell does.
Yeah,
That's also a metal structure.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, that's very true.
Yeah.
You were
That's
there.
very true.
100,000 seater.
Yeah,
Watching Hell in a Cell.
That
was
it did work.
a fantastic viewing experience.
It was, but I don't know. Oh, yeah, I'll give it a yes anyway, because at first I was like, should the main event of WrestleMania be in a pit? But then I thought this will just be one of two main events of. Wait, is it being confirmed as a two?
It's a two-night, yeah.
Two-night.
It's two-night.
yeah.
It's stupendous. Yeah,
They've
okay.
got to sell 200,000 tickets
Yes.
for 2 nights of WrestleMania. And I was thinking as well, because obviously we had that bit on SmackDown where Sonya was like, "Becky's told me that she wants, like, she's going to face Ronda at WrestleMania." And then Ronda came out there like saying, "Oh no, I'll pick." So what
That was
made
weird,
Becky
that.
look a bit weird, I thought. So
It did,
This brings it
because-
round for Becky.
As well, Becky. No, it's not really relevant to this video, but Becky at the minute really wants to face Ronda and is annoyed, but then was scared or she's weirded out about facing Lita. I'm like, well, Ronda's harder than Lita.
Oh, Lita's made her feel insecure.
Oh, right,
yeah, because Lita was a hero as a teenager.
Yeah,
you
that's
see.
it.
Right.
And now Lita's
right.
coming to beat her up, and
Right.
Lita, obviously Becky didn't think that Lita would beat her up. Becky thought that Lita would be a friend,
Okay.
But she's not.
but she's not. She's a foe.
Ross, I like your pitch. At first, I was a little bit like, I kind of want to see what's going to happen between Becky and Ronda play out over next year, leading up to next year's WrestleMania.
You might not be here next year, Andrew. You
That's
don't know
it.
tomorrow is never guaranteed.
Tomorrow is never guaranteed, exactly. So I was like, I want it now. I'm in the now. Let's have it now, right now. And I think that's a good way of doing it, because I was trying to come up with a pitch, right? Somehow of getting a submission match or something in there between Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey too. And that's like a perfect way of doing it, though, inside the pit. Because they're just fighters, aren't they?
They are
Just big old fighting people, pair of scrappers. Yeah, exactly. So it's a yes from me. I'd love to see him in that pit. I think it'd be amazing.
Nice.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Andy.
Andrew. Yeah.
So I'm going to the Becky Lynch and Lita match for this one. So we turn our attention to the Raw Women's title match between Becky Lynch and Lita. On Raw, Becky has been recently looking disheveled, trying to talk Lita out of having a title match. We even saw Lita use reverse psychology on Becky, prompting her offer. Wait, what did I write there? Prompting her to offer the challenge to the Hall of Famer. There we go. All the writing's weird.
You've got it, Andy.
I've got it.
You've got it.
But, right, how about this? What if Becky herself was using similar tactics this week on Raw? Ooh. So the match time comes and both women are standing in the ring, but before the announcer can become...
Did you write this before Raw?
No, I wrote this after. So so we saw on Raw this week, Becky was very much like, you don't want to sign this, you don't want to sign this. And Lita just, signed it, off she went. So this is what I'm thinking. What if Becky has also used some reverse psychology
I see what you're
tactics
saying.
here? So yeah, the match time comes and both women are standing in the ring, but before the announcer can perform this match is scheduled for spiel, Becky cuts them off. And she's like, whoa, before we start, Lita, I just wanted to say it truly is an honor to compete with you tonight. Despite everything, I've looked up to you before I can even remember. I still look up to you now, no doubt about it. As I said before, without Lita, there would be no Becky Lynch. And here I am, about to have my dream match with one of my all-time favorites, a person that I've meticulously studied for decades. And if there's one thing I've noticed, Lita, it's that you never ever learn. Ooh.
Whoa.
You see,
That's a sick burn.
a sick burn. You see, I begged you, I pleaded with you not to sign that contract for the good of your health, really. But obviously you did. You're not one to back out of a fight after all. So, knowing you wouldn't back down, knowing you'd be too emotionally charged by your comeback and the fans, I added something into our little contract clause. With this being a dream match for me, I thought, why not make it a dream stipulation too? Show the picture, please. And then on the Titantron, we see the ins and outs of the contract clause, but with two specific words that have been clearly highlighted. Ladder match. I said I'd do whatever it takes to keep this title on my shoulder. I know how reckless you can be, and I know all your weaknesses. Why not put it all on the line to prove that now there is a Becky Lynch, there can truly be no Lita? And so the ladder match ensues, and this is my thinking, right? Becky focuses on the neck because Becky knows Lita's neck is the weakness. And Lita starts questioning herself when it comes to high spots and everything as well, when it comes to ladder matches, because Becky Lynch, she's like, Lita's not quite what she used to be really now, you know, with neck injuries and whatnot. So Becky is using psychology against Lita, and it proves triumphant in this scenario as Becky Lynch walks out of Elimination Chamber, still the Raw Women's Champion.
Ooh.
I understand it from Becky Lynch's perspective.
Yeah.
But because of how wrestling works, I don't think it makes sense.
Okay.
Why would you challenge a member of Team Extreme
Because
to their home stipulation?
psychology, she knows that the Lita's had all these neck injuries and whatnot.
That's
right?
how it would work if it was a soap.
Yeah.
Or a film.
True.
Or a TV show.
True.
A drama. But this is professional wrestling. Lita could be 75 years old. Anyone challenges her to a ladder match, she's
They're
winning
losing.
because she thrusts her hips and she's part of Team Extreme.
Okay.
That's how wrestling works. Rusev taking on Undertaker in a casket match. What happened?
Yeah. Rusev lost.
Yeah, he did. Who was in their prime? Rusev. Undertaker was an old man.
That's true.
He still won.
Okay.
That's how wrestling works.
I agree with Ross, but I do think it's quite in character for Becky to be like, I can beat you at your best match. Like, that would make sense. But at the same time, I think it's a no from me, not because of that.
Yeah.
The different reason. I think I don't know if this metaphor applies. Have you thrown the baby out with the bathwater? I'm not sure. Have you done something like that?
Maybe.
Because I think at the expense of making Becky look clever and strong and cool,
Yeah.
Lita's come back for this dream match, not hit any high spots because she's scared and lost. And I'm like, and we know that Lita's probably going to lose, but I'd like to see her have a cool little moment or two.
Yeah.
You know?
We've already seen her nail a moonsault.
We have.
I feel bad when I give him a no. He's so sad.
No,
You can see him just thinking like, damn it, I've let the guys down.
No. Honestly.
I feel so bad.
Don't feel bad at all. It's all this is all about.
In a real life scenario,
We're
right?
just throwing stuff around, aren't we?
Yeah.
In a real life scenario, your
Yeah.
pitch works.
Thank you.
But knowing how wrestling works, it can't work. can
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. That is
It's
fair
like the
enough.
opposite of Sam. When I say no to one of Sam's pitches, he like gets really like petty and starts saying no to mine. Even though, but with Andrew, it's like you feel like you've kicked a lamb.
No,
I do feel like I've just punched a
I
baby
like
in the
the
face.
I like the constructive criticisms and the logical pickings apart.
It does
of
make
it,
sense,
which is
but
good.
Not in wrestling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
No,
a
I'll
yes
take
for
that.
me, though.
Thank you.
Oh, it's a middle. It's an up and
It's
down.
a mid.
My second one is, so this one I was struggling. I was looking through the match card and I saw one where I thought that stipulation's got to be there for a reason. I just can't work out what the reason is. And while IRL, AFK, I'm excited to see what the stipulation leads to. In this video, I've made the reason myself why this stipulation exists. I'm talking about the Falls Count Anywhere match between Drew McIntyre and Madcap Moss, which does stand out on quite a stacked card as a bit of an oddity. Like, why is that on there? So I think there'll be some shenanigans going on. I think that what should happen is they should brawl all the way out of the arena, into a taxi, all the way to the airport and back to America. Still the match is going on. This match is going to comfortably break the record for longest match. You're loving it already, aren't you?
He's having a crisis.
It's good,
I love
isn't
it. I love
he
it
loves
already.
it
I love it
I could end
already.
the pitch there. But there is a point to all of this. Once they get back to the States, Moss realizes, oh man, this is getting ridiculous. Runs away. I'm assuming they've like somehow organised a bit of a truce on the plane. So maybe they just Moss barricades himself in the toilet. There we go.
Oh,
yeah.
he's got it. He's figured it out. He's figured
You're
it out.
so engaged with so,
Drew could never find his way through one of those plastic doors.
So anyway, they get back. Moss runs away once they get back to America. And then Drew's still trying to find him, chasing him. Obviously, at the next Raw, Moss runs into the arena and Drew have a little bit of a chase as well. Now, I realise this is at the risk of making it a bit similar to the 24/7 division with all the chasing and that. But I've also put here, sometimes, because this is after Raw, on the road to WrestleMania, this match carries on and carries on. I've put sometimes Moss gets lucky, like he's knocked out by the Claymore, but falls down a hill into a forest. I don't know why.
What?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know why I put that. They're just fighting on a hill. Claymore, bang, Drew's about to make the pin.
It's because it's like
rolls
it's
into
epic.
the forest.
It's like a Scottish battle, isn't it? It kicks him down.
It's
a
like
hill.
Highlander, yeah.
Holding his sword high.
Freedom. Yeah, anyway. This all leads to WrestleMania, where Moss doesn't even want to show up, but Happy Corbin insists that he wants him in his corner because he's got a big singles match against Stardust. So at Mania, I didn't need to put that in. At Mania, Moss is watching his back during this Corbin match. As soon as that match is over, he's off. But Drew is there on the ramp and he chases him back into the ring. Claymore goes for a Claymore, gets rolled up. Moss wins the longest match ever. And the point of this whole thing is that it causes Drew to snap and we get heel Drew McIntyre, because I don't know about you, and I love Drew, but at the minute, his writing is bad. He's not being written well, and it's been like that for a while, and I think heel Drew might be the answer. Heel Drew could be great.
Yeah.
And I know we don't have that many baby faces right now, but Drew isn't one who's really working for me, and it's not his fault, it's just the way he's being written. So that's my pitch.
It's a yes for the ending and the outcome, but it's a no for how we got there.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
like the journey. It's too much of a bumpy ride. There's too much turbulence.
He loved it.
I know he did.
So good.
I don't know if I've just been... While this week's 24/7 title segment was the best thing I've ever seen in the history of professional wrestling, the swerve that Reggie did to Dana Brooke, I was cheering at home, me.
Really?
She strung him along for a couple
She
of
did
weeks.
string him along,
And
that's
then she had to
true.
pay the bill as well, and didn't get him as a boyfriend, and lost the title. Fantastic.
Was she stringing him along?
I
Yeah,
think
she was.
Of course she was.
She was
Oh,
kissing
right.
him on the cheek and everything.
But she was making it very clear that they were friends.
yeah, but
But you don't kiss people on the
No,
cheek,
come
do
on.
you?
Yeah, you're right.
Come
you're
on.
And then he
right,
asked the
yeah.
question, he's like, oh, we're just friends. That was manipulative
Reg.
behaviour, that, from Dana Brooke.
Yeah.
But I like the outcome, but not the journey, sorry. So it's
Okay.
a half yes, half
Okay.
yeah, I mean, it was definitely something.
Thank you.
The whole getting on the plane and getting back and thinking, hey, nobody's pinned anybody. All the way from Saudi Arabia back to America, nobody's pinned anybody yet. I do.
Well, there's not a lot of
quite
room.
like that.
There's not a lot of flat surfaces on planes. You're
I
always
would-
sat on like
I
squashed
doubt Drew
in.
could lie down on the aisle as well.
Yeah,
Or Moss for that
probably.
matter.
That's
Yeah.
big boys,
Big juicy men,
big
aren't they?
boys. Maybe there's a segment where they jump out of the plane and go after each other. And
They're both fighting over one
Yeah,
parachute. Like,
yeah.
This is turned into Peter Griffin and the Chicken
It
on
has.
Family Guy.
But again, yeah, the destination sort of or the outcome, sorry, with a heel Drew is a big fat yes, because I think
thank
he's
you.
lost. I think he's lost something recently, and again, like you say, it's not through his fault. It's through how he's been written. He's kind of just got lost in the wayside a little bit, hasn't he? But yeah, that would be a way for me to care about this feud as well. So it's a yes from me.
Yes. It's like a 45-degree yes by no yes.
Are you okay?
I'm all right.
Okay, good.
I'm all right.
Can we have your third and final pitch, please?
Well, I was spitballing stuff last night, and as you can see there, Andy, I've written down Drew McIntyre should stab Madcap Moss through the heart with his sword.
He did actually write that.
That was one of the ideas I had, but no, this is the real third pitch I've got here for you, as much as that would be fantastic. So we're halfway through the show, and we get a fantastic musical interlude from Saudi Arabia's own Majed Al-Slani, whose
yeah.
song Adage Ayeon has been in the Saudi Arabian top 40 charts for over 370 weeks at this point.
What?
And that's if I've read popnable.com's top 40 rundown correctly, the top 40 for Saudi Arabia.
I'm liking this already. I love the research that's gone into it.
370 weeks.
That's insane.
I think it was 372, but so I put 370 just
Wow.
to be safe, you know. Didn't want to make a fool of
It
myself.
must be a big... Did you listen to the song?
No, I've not heard it.
You didn't even listen to it?
No.
It's clearly a banger if it's been in
Yeah.
there for that
If you want
long.
to listen, it's how have I said that surname right there?
Al-Slani.
Al-Slani. Majed Al-Slani, and the song's called Adage Ayeon.
Okay.
But during the performance, Madej is seen going, "Hey, bassist in my band. Have you seen
Is
that
it a
up there?"
band? Is it?
I don't know. Have you seen that up there? Like, what's that up there? What is it?
What's that?
What is that up there? Thanks for
Playing the
playing
bass.
along. The bass is like, what the hell's that as well? He continues with the song, which is called Adage Ayeon. It's a fantastic song. Another break in the lyrics happen. Yeah, we're just having a bit of a bop with the guitars.
They're
and whatnot.
jamming. They're breaking
Yeah,
down.
they're breaking it down.
Like the chili.
Flee it now. Another break happens in the lyrics, and that's where we hear Pat say, "Oh my God, is that a bird? Is it a plane?" Dramatic pause happens. The camera then cuts to a close-up of this UFO flying through is it in Riyadh or Jeddah this time?
Jeddah.
Jeddah skies. And Michael Cole can be heard shouting. You know that raspy voice he gets towards the end of a pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Where it's like a bit like Bonnie Tyler. He goes, "No, it's Veer."
Oh, yes.
What?
But he's not alone,
What?
continues Michael Cole. That's Mansoor on his back. So Mansoor is sat on the back of Veer as Veer is flying, obviously attached via cables and whatnot. This isn't completely ridiculous. As he's flying.
Yeah.
This is completely ridiculous.
I went and saw Chitty Chitty Bang Bang the musical when I was younger, and they had that car fly over the bloody
Yeah.
audience. This
Yeah.
is what I'm thinking
I
of
saw
here.
the last from Heart Attack fly. She was playing Peter Pan when I went to Pantomime and she flew.
This is
Whoa.
the same as that
Yeah.
though, but you've got now I can picture in my head a dragon-like a dragon-like thing with a human sound on its back and it's flying through the sky. What is that?
A dragon. Wait, what?
It looks like it might be Puff the Magic Dragon.
Puff the Magic Dragon.
Did he
could be.
fly with
Yeah, he
someone on
did.
his back?
Yeah, wasn't it Never Ending Story as well? Was that? No, that was something else. I think, wasn't
Yeah, I
it?
don't know.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, this is the sort of vibe I'm going for. Veer is like the dragon flying through the sky, just circling the arena skies.
Mansoor's
so to
the one
speak.
on
And
his
Mansoor
back.
the one on his back going, "Hi guys, it's Mansoor."
What's down there,
Look,
Veer?
you look-
Oh, let's go down there, children.
Mansoor's on the back waving like the Queen on toot, I've written down here. Because Mansoor and Veer have a safe landing inside of the professional wrestling ring. Veer takes the microphone and he just says, with a big pause beforehand, like Roman Reigns the night after WrestleMania 33, "I came," before flying off again into the night. Veer has came in WWE. He's arrived. It's happened.
Yeah.
Bye, Veer. We all shout as some wind is flowing through the luscious locks of Mansoor as some whimsical, magical music plays across the speakers inside the arena, like it's the end of any sort of magical bollocks film.
Yeah.
You know, da-da-da-da. We're all flying off, waving off Veer. Veer is gone, and we'll see him on Raw on Monday. It's so magical. But then Mansoor takes the mic and cuts a promo and points out all the issues with WWE and makes Vince McMahon join the Kiss My Ass Club 2.0 hosted by Triple H. Now, you see, because in my opinion, while Mansoor's wins in Saudi Arabia have been good for the people of Saudi Arabia and the performances against like Cesaro and Dolph Ziggler, they've been okay. They've been good, actually. There's not been too much for us fans over here to sink our teeth into when it comes to Mansoor. So I think the return of Triple H, Vince coming down and saying, "What the hell are you doing here? I don't like you anymore." And then Triple H using his heavy Mansoor to bully Vince McMahon into kissing Triple H's bare ass. I think that's something we can all get on board with.
I think so too.
Yep.
It's a big yes from me. How strong a yes it is, because it's already a yes, but if it would be like, it could be like an extra yes even, depending on how good the song is. So I'm going to listen to that after this.
Yeah.
Richard, we obviously can't play it on the video, but can you play it in the studio so we can get an organic reaction? So
Yeah, I really want this.
we need to hear it. If you want to it's in the bottom paragraph at the bottom of the page there. I should have listened to this before I came in.
If this really fits Veer flying into the arena with
I'm excited.
I
Mansoor on his
googled
back.
Saudi Arabia top 40.
Oh, he's gorgeous.
Googled Saudi Arabia top 40, and this was the first result that came on. You're looking for Matej? I've forgotten his name already.
Wow.
I'm really
Bottom
excited.
paragraph, Richard, on that page. No, it's here, Richard. I'll give you the wrong
Aslani,
bloody...
right?
There he is. Bottom there. It's underlined as well, just in case you can't find it.
It reminded me of when Mansoor's riding on the back of Veer. It reminds me of, do you remember in The Pick of Destiny, Tenacious D, where he's riding on the
Yes.
Sasquatch?
Oh,
That's where you got me.
yeah,
I was like, I've just got that
It'd
imagery.
just be so
in my head.
magical.
Oh,
looking,
yeah,
like,
it's a yes from you as well, actually.
Yeah,
Well,
is
Richard.
it- yeah.
Okay.
Literally, as soon as you said that, I was like, absolutely. Why not?
I like the massive tonal shift from bye Veer. Right, here's what's
Bye,
wrong.
everybody,
with
Here's the issues with WWE. Oh my God.
What?
Oh,
It's got no search results.
wait, what?
No, he's misspelled it.
He must.
Go on videos, Richard. Even though I would have come out anyway.
Oh no.
Could you go on that website of Google Saudi Arabia top 40? Because I've read this website and it said 372 weeks.
Okay.
This is some thrilling
we'll find
content
it.
here. But we've got two yeses.
Yeah.
do we do Andrew's pitch while...
There he is, Pop Neighbour.
Oh, right.
Well-
No, there he is at the top there,
Oh, yeah.
372.
What?
Majed.
There's a link to the video there if you dare to click it.
Oh,
I'm going to do it first.
that's a good idea.
Here we go. This is
Please switch over here.
the website I was looking at, everybody, to see the Saudi.
What a site. It
See,
looks very legit.
February 2022, Saudi Arabia top 40 music charts. 372 weeks he's been in, for goodness sake.
15 weeks.
15 weeks on, one last. I don't know.
Oh, can we listen to it on? Is it on Spotify? Is that what it is?
This is exciting. This.
This is it? Oh, watch on YouTube, Richard.
Oh!
There you go, watching down the left-hand side.
just underneath
under
the picture.
Here we go.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Of course, as long as it's in English, that's why there's no search.
Ah.
Amateurs here,
There
aren't
you
we?
go.
Sorry, everybody. Right, we'll listen to it in the studio and you'll see what our reactions are.
It's a bop already.
Already.
Very Eurovision-y.
Yeah. This is just like a title slate from Motion Array, this, Richard.
Oh!
I've heard this before.
No, you haven't.
Don't lie.
Oh, he's got bars as well.
Oh, he does have bars. I can absolutely see this being played.
This
at
would
Saudi
be on the
Arabia.
stage.
He's proper going in the high range there.
It's good. It's very good.
It's very good.
That is on the stage in Saudi Arabia.
I can see that being on the stage.
The crowd. This is like
Bop into
Beatlemania. This would be Majed Mania. There we go. We like that song. Obviously, you couldn't hear it because we'll
Majed's
get
done a really
copyright
good
strike.
job.
Yeah.
I was worried it was going to be boring.
Auto-tuned to
more-
bollocks, like. But
Oh,
yeah.
It is, but you know, that's what the people like these days, you know?
So yeah, musical performance. What's that in the sky? It's Veer with Mansoor on his back. Veer's horizontal, by the way.
I think
Obviously
as well-
flying through the sky.
With all this hype of Veer, he has to come in somewhere like that, doesn't he? If he doesn't come in flying from the rafters, then
It's a waste of time,
It's a
hasn't it?
waste of time, isn't it?
I'd agree, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what else. The song's blown me
That
away.
is very
Yeah,
good.
it's
It's very good. Well, I mean, can anything top that now? We'll see.
I don't
I
know.
doubt it, but so my final one is we're at the Women's Elimination Chamber match. It's an absolute slobber knocker. After the ovation Rhea got in the gauntlet match, I'd personally like to see it come down to Rhea and Belair in the end game. They both have so much history and chemistry together, and much like the Royal Rumble match in 2021, it'd be great to see them in such a high stakes situation again, in which you could see either superstar coming out on top. So we get towards the end of the match. There's been moonsaults, riptides, and all sorts flying here, there, and everywhere. The final moments come when both women are exhausted, fighting on the top rope, and neither can put the other away. Rhea tries to hit an avalanche riptide, but can't quite get it when Bianca reverses it into an avalanche KOD instead. Boom! Both women hit the canvas in an explosive way, turning to lay flat on their backs as one arm from both Rhea and Bianca drape across the other. 1, 2, 3. It's a double pinfall.
Oh my
The
God.
ref, the audience, and Bianca and Rhea are stunned. Ripley and Belair finally manage to stand on their feet as the ref goes to raise both their arms. Your winners of the match, the announcer calls before being cut off by a certain ding dong. Atop the ramp stands a returning Bailey, and she says, "Now, if I'm not mistaken, one of the women you pinned this evening inserted herself into this Elimination Chamber match by doing diddly squat. That's right, Alexa Bliss, everyone. And I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure I'm entitled to a championship match after carrying this whole company on my back during the pandemic. Plus, I don't think we quite finished where we left off, Bianca. So after chatting with Adam Pearce and convincing him that WrestleMania needs a definitive challenger for the Raw Women's title, technically it's still my title, he's decided to make this a triple threat match right here, right now. The two women in the ring look on both perplexed and in pain as they're still reeling from an intense match, finding it hard to even stand. Bailey rolls into the ring and dispatches Rhea with a Bailey to belly as Bianca comes from behind to set up for the KOD. However, on the rotation of the move, Bailey lands on her feet and reverses it into the Rose Plant, picking up the victory and the title contender spot on Bianca.
Oh my God.
That's it.
Cat among the pigeons.
Cat among the pigeons, indeed.
I feel like you're some sort of clairvoyant because when I was searching for my final pitch, which I've already done, my last one was the Braun Breaker one.
Yeah.
But two things that I thought about were having Rhea and Bianca have a really long end of chamber, and then another one I thought of was having Rollins and AJ both win the men's one, and and somehow you've like combined them.
Yeah.
So I'm really impressed and scared of you right now.
You two should get together.
You know,
Kiss?
and then Bailey,
Get married.
and then Bailey. Guys, can we seriously?
Sorry.
But yes, we shall after this video. But Bailey coming back is a twist that I did not see, and I think that it's a yeah. Oh, it's a yes from me. It's a yes. It's another
thank
one of
you.
these ones, and we've had a few in this video where it just leaves things quite
It
open.
does.
Because yes, we've got Bailey versus Becky, but what are Rhea and Bianca going to think?
That's
of
the
this?
thing. That's the thing. And, you know, as a little program between Bailey, Rhea, and Bianca would be quite nice, I think, as well, you know.
Oh, it's a yes from me as well.
Yeah?
Don't know what else to say.
Ooh,
Jack has
thank
put all
you.
my critiques into his mouth and said it out of his mouth as well.
It's like a puppet.
Yeah.
Like a puppet. That's very good.
Ventriloquism.
Ventriloquism. That's it. That's a word.
Well done, Andy.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Very good stuff. It was worth it in the end. I feel bad because we were like, look how long you.
No,
notes are
that's. do you know what? I take that criticism because
No,
I
no,
do
no,
write
it's not a
novels.
crit-
It's just a little
Just
bit
a
of
quirk.
I know
Just
it's
a
a
quirk.
bit of banter,
Just a style.
Sylvie.
Just do it.
Work
jabbery between friends.
Right. My third. Oh,
I'll get you into this as well. That's it. That's it.
oh man, that last one.
That got me.
Aye.
Funny bone right there.
You got bony arms,
I
haven't
do.
you?
I know.
Oh.
Like a
Oh,
skeleton.
Toothpick.
Like a walking skeleton.
My third pick is...
Are you all right?
Yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah, right, okay. So this is when you said I wouldn't do anything as cliched as having someone get attacked on the way to their match. So Austin Theory's found laid out backstage on his way to make his entrance for the Chamber match. That's literally the first sentence.
No, that's okay.
Maybe he tries to tweet a photo of his attacker, but they're just out of view. Sending social media wild for a few moments while the rest of the entrants are making their entrances. Vince rushes to the scene as fast as he can, so it takes it's a low blow, so it takes a while, and sees someone off camera and says, well, what are you waiting for? Get out there. I can't do the modern Vince impression. Ross can do that.
That's good.
That's what he says. Somehow, inexplicably, they've got the theme music ready. Of course, it's Cody Rhodes with Brandy, and they're going to do their double or nothing entrance with the sledgehammer and the throne. But instead of a Triple H throne, and Tubman asked me if any of my pictures were like thumbnail worthy. Just picture this. Instead of the throne, it's a cardboard box with AEW written on the side in Sharpie. And you've got Cody getting ready, and he squashes it, and he flattens it with the sledgehammer. 7,000 miles away in Jacksonville, I Googled it, AEW disappears. The production trucks, the belts, Daly's Place, because who'd heard of Daly's Place before? I'd never heard of it
Daly's
before.
Place?
Yeah. All that's left is Tony Khan, Kenny Omega, and the Bucks all playing with some action figures. It was never real, and it was all a simulation this whole time, like the Wizard of Oz. That's my pitch there. I've called it Simulation Box. So there you go.
God.
Yeah.
Well, you've outdone yourself, Jack.
I don't know what to say.
You've outdone yourself.
I'm lost
there.
for
I feel a
words.
little bit ashamed of myself.
I'm lost for words.
Why?
Bit
Simulation
weird,
box.
bit isn't it? Yeah.
Such a WWE shill.
Oh,
Want to
dear
get
me.
the competition and make it into a simulation that never even existed.
Yeah, MJF and that.
No,
Not even
not
real.
even real.
Not even real.
Just paid actors, right?
No, they're action
Oh, they're
figures.
actually
Yeah.
they're just action
They're all-
figures.
They're all just
Okay.
there, like, clashing MJF and Hangman together going, oh. but the Bucks, when they're playing with their action figures, they always win. They're like, oh, pin him, yeah. Suck it, yeah. Anyway,
It's a half yes, half no again for
Okay.
me. I liked it up until the box happened.
okay.
I liked it up until the box happened. Because obviously the
I've
big
choked on my own.
the big question surrounding Cody potentially going to WWE is how will he be around Triple H?
Yeah,
Since he broke the throne and he scoffed at the golden shovel.
he did.
It's going to be such an awkward hello, isn't it?
Mm.
So if he does something to, right the wrong, so to speak, yeah, good. It ties up that loose end.
And it should be a cardboard box with AEW written on it.
Or just a real Jaguar.
I can never help but say yes to the most obscure
It was
pictures
obscure, yeah.
that people say, because I genuinely would like to see how it would play out in some way.
It's not going to really happen. This is like
Are
when
you
the
sure?
Mrs. Dad was going to take
Really?
the chips.
gonna say.
yeah, I mean it might, but did people
How-
say yes to that? Though?
How it would play out, it's one of the all-time great pictures.
Well,
in this
exactly.
series.
See, those are some of the best ones.
That was
It
a
doesn't
weird
play out
thing.
though because AEW's over. It's finished.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
it would
true.
actually be a bad
that
thing.
That would be
Yeah.
a very bad thing, indeed. Do you know
But
what?
it would change like human history.
It would change
Nothing
the
we know
course.
about. It's like the
Anything.
Matrix.
It is like
No
the
what's
Matrix.
real, Bless you.
Whoa.
Nice dab there as well.
Got to catch it in there, aren't you?
Yeah.
You do.
Make a mess
in
of
the
your
pit.
Elephant. I'm all right.
But
So
it's a yes.
It's a yes
I'm
and
gonna
it's a
say
half yes.
It's a half yes.
I'll say yes, but yeah, I don't actually want AEW to disappear
You know,
forever, please.
I
So it's
felt
a
like,
half yes from you as
Yeah,
well.
so
then.
I guess it's a half
so
yes
it's,
for me
it's
too.
so it's a half.
It's a
It's a whole-
It's a whole yes.
It's a whole yes, but
Split
because
over two
two
people.
halves.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Make a whole
fair enough.
yes.
But you could also say that it's two no's split. I don't know. Sometimes I feel a bit of pressure going last because I'm like, how do I live up to like the wackier? But so I thought this time I'm just gonna go.
You
go
went for it,
yeah.
and I appreciate that.
But did you appreciate it as well? Leave your thoughts on our pitches in the comments section down below and let us know what you would pitch for Elimination Chamber as well. Ross, you're normally quite good at this now.
Right, let's go through it day
Okay.
by day. Today is Wednesday before Saudi Arabia Elimination Chamber. This is when the pitches video is going live, but you know that because you've watched it. Tomorrow is Thursday. Predictions with myself and Andy. Hello, Andy.
Hello,
Are you going to lose again?
No, I've got
Yes,
it this
you will,
time.
won't you, Andy? He's going to lose again. Predictions will be live on the channel tomorrow. That's Thursday. Friday, of course, we'll have the Cultaholic Wrestling podcast, where the big question will undoubtedly be, what will be the best match at Elimination Chamber 2022, because that's how the algorithm works. Saturday comes
but
around.
there's quite a few to choose from this time.
There is
Yeah.
quite a few to choose. It is big. 8 matches, 9 matches.
Oh.
It's a chunky boy.
Big bloody cards. Then on Saturday, I'm sure we have some sort of sponsored list going out. It might revolve around Elimination Chamber. I've got no idea. Adam Pacitti will be live on this YouTube channel doing his live reaction. So if you're lonely and you want a virtual friend, Adam Pacitti will be here to watch Elimination Chamber with you. Then come Sunday. What happened out with Jack? Well, will it be Sunday or is it going live on Saturday night? Because it is a 5 p.m.
I
kickoff
reckon
time.
it'll probably be Saturday night, depending on time zones and that. Yeah.
Pretty much soon after the end of the show, we'll have
Yeah.
what happened out with Jack the Jobber. Then come Sunday, Tom and you will be there.
No, it'll be Adam and me. Tom is off, so
Oh
it's Adam and
my
myself
God.
on the live review show.
And what time does that happen?
That's at 1 p.m. and I think it's over on YouTube as
It
the
is
last
on
one
the
was
YouTube
as
channel,
well.
yes. And then I'll be back with WTF moments later on the Sunday afternoon. Monday comes around because it's a proper canon WWE pay-per-view, not just a standalone Saudi Arabia thing. We're doing the cut-down reactions on the sofa. Where me and Andy get jiggy with it and have a good time. And then maybe early next week at some point there'll be an Elimination Chamber tier list involving 2022 show if I haven't done every single angle possible yet, which I might have done. I don't know.
I think you've got it. I think you've absolutely nailed it on the head, lad.
Another stacked weekend of Cultaholic wrestling content.
And thank you, Ross, for that. And thank you all for watching this video. Thanks, Andrew, for being in it as well. And
Oh, you're
Ross.
welcome.
And
Cheers for
thanks
coming,
to-
Andy.
Thanks to
Thanks
Richard
for
as
having
well,
me,
behind
boys.
the cameras.
Thanks, Richard. Have you got that Wordle yet, Richard?
Oh, I got the word of the day was
It's
a
bad,
tricky
innit?
one.
It's a
I
tricky
got it
boy.
in 5, I think.
I think I did as well.
Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below and take care. And we'll see you very soon.